Yo, what's good, man? It's your host, Stu 1000, man. Welcome to the Addicted to the Game podcast. We're going to be talking about Web 3.0, and just some theories about that as far as our opinions and where we see the future going. Just what lies ahead with the future of the internet. But I'll just let everybody get a chance to introduce themselves. I'll start on my left. We got Professor J. What's good, man?
Yo, what's up, y'all? Professor J. Come to give my 2 cents on the blockchain and crypto and Web3 space.
I got somebody on my right. I got Jara. Can't say your last name. Phil. What's good?
That's actually my middle name, but yeah, just call me Z or Zara. Z5 Tycoon. Just definitely here to share my opinions in the crypto space.
Yeah, that's what's up. I think more people might be coming in. If they do or don't, we're just gonna roll with us three. But anyway, man, we just talk about somebody got like some stuff going on in their background. Hey,
Let me mute myself real quick.
I think Z. I think you have some background noise. I don't know if that's me.
Are you still hearing it?
It's minimized. We can go with it. But anyway, man, we just talking about. Oh, you good? But anyway, we just talk about like Web 3.0 and just like just our personal theories and predictions as far as just starting at Web like 1.0 from 2.0 and then just going to 3. But this is a lot of potential. I know just starting out and just like Web 1.0. I know you just had like a lot of developers coming in, starting in the early 90s, going all the way to the 2000s and things like that. And then just like a lot of text and graphic formats and things they were just trying to do as far as figuring out how to get Web 1.0 data, just the content out. It was more of like a file system rather than a database. But then we went on to like Web 2.0. And Web 2.0, that's when you had like a lot of stuff that you know today as far as like YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, the social media, just all those type of like um web implications where it was just more like more messenger, more click based type of things. And it was just like a social experience, which is stuff that we still use today. But I know with Web 3.0, that's going to take it a lot further as far as everything is just going to be, it's just going to be a more, uh, it's going to be a more experience for the user base and for the average user. So it's just taking everything and just taking it up a notch in 3D to where instead of like you talking to somebody through Messenger, you might be in a virtual world being able to chat with them or everything. So it just takes the experience up a notch. If anybody got any thoughts, like what y'all think about y'all's opinions, y'all theories about where y'all see Web 3.0 as far as where we coming or where we're going?
See Web 3.0 as like basically going along the lines of what you're saying. It's a whole new experience. It's a new experience for us to in our everyday lives. Like the way we're going to be shopping is going to be different. The way we view our entertainment is going to be different, and most importantly, the way we make money is going to be different as well. And it's going to, I think, open up the world for everyone to have bigger opportunities to be able to share who they are, to be able to create and put themselves in the places of being the banks within different ecosystems. So I think we got a lot to look forward, especially when it comes to finances, when it comes to Web 3.0. And it cuts a lot of the middlemen out. So that's why we're starting to see a lot more music artists getting involved with it, with their NFTs, because they make more selling an NFT with their album than if they ever would signing a deal with a record label, no matter how big of an advance that record label gives them. So
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we've definitely had like a preview of that, what you mentioned it with the artists in terms of just Travis Scott in the Fortnite and then just him selling out. I mean, well, Web 3.0 it's going to be able to allow just artists, if you're listening, just upcoming artists or aspiring artists or just whatever, it's just going to allow you just to be able to connect with your fans across the world. So you're not going to be limited to just like one area. So like if I'm performing in Queens, New York, or I'm performing in Atlanta, Georgia, or whatever neighboring city, it's going to allow people to be able to connect with fans just all across the state and the world. So you can even make the argument that Web 3.0 is just going to be even more lucrative and more financial opportunities just because there is there's no limit. There's a limit to how much land or how much you could do in the physical world, but in the virtual world and Web 3.0 it's just unlimited. And I just think a lot of people and just even us, like I'm not even claiming that I'm an expert in this space as far as like I'm learning every single day. But just from what I'm seeing, it's gonna be bigger than what I could even think of I can compute. Like I said, we just giving our theories and just giving our opinions. But I do believe that just with the music element, like we was talking about, it's just gonna be bigger. It's gonna be unlimited to where you can like start like a whole thing on some type of metaverse or video game, being able to transfer that and also just monetize that. I mean, you could look up if you're watching it, if you're listening to this, like you look at what Snoop Dogg is doing as far as what he's doing in the metaverse. I know he's a rapper, established rapper, and just a lot of things that he's got going on. But there's other different businesses that's also going to take off and things. So like, what do y'all see in the other businesses or like just companies? What do y'all see them doing in the metaverse or just Web 3.0? It could be anything.
I think a lot of businesses, or if not most of all, they're trying to figure out a way into the Web3 space. I mean, at least most major businesses, and they did at the same time. I think they're just trying to figure it out. I think we all are trying to figure out what exactly Web3 is, because we do know it's definitely part of the blockchain and crypto space. In certain industries, it gives you more rights if you're like an artist or whatnot, but I think Web3 is really that buzzword that a lot of people can cling to instead of using like blockchain and metaverse and all that, those other big words that kind of scare people. So I think Web3 is a grand topic when you think about just crypto and metaverse and blockchain and ownership and all that in a whole. I think that's what Web3 really is. We just haven't and I just think that's a word that they're using to maybe help folks out that are scared of crypto or blockchain. Because I mean, if you've been in the crypto, or you have the naysayers that they're scared of crypto because of maybe they've seen Bitcoin go down 70% or Dogecoin or whatever go down 90%. I think that scares them and gives crypto a bad name. So I think we switch over to Web 3.0, which it'll take a long time before we all get into that space, as you can see with how NFTs are working right now and just crypto in general.
I like what y'all saying. Like I think that Web 3.0 is going to cut out it's going to make it harder for businesses as we know it to actually come into this space. And the reason I say that, because decentralized financing, that just cuts out the middleman, which it doesn't allow them to be a centralized force in any of our any financial institution in the crypto space. So like an example would be Tory Lanez. He dropped his album as an NFT and he sold it. He had 1 million copies and sold them for $1 each. Till this day, people are still reselling them, even if it's still less than $5. One, he getting the royalties from it, and he already made $1 million in less than 60 seconds, and he getting the royalties from them reselling his NFT album. His record label ain't involved in that. No middlemen, no lawyers, no manager, all that stuff. He created his NFT and his music, and he dropped it, and then just sits there and collects royalties. And it's just like, what does he need his label for? What does he need that all this? He don't even need a advance. That is his advance. And I think of like artists like Drake when So Far Gone came out all them years ago. If he was created that as an NFT, and we were all buying it in an NFT to help bump his career rather than signing to Young Money or anything and just bump up his career, and we all bought some of those NFTs and we were getting like 1%, 2% royalties per token. Like we would all be eating right now with Drake because people are sitting there doing that. So like I think that theory with the with that, it's cutting out so many middlemen, and that's in it with music. So now, if we put it towards gaming, with all the new GameFi games that's coming out, and they building their ecosystem before how we see games, you got these games that's going to the companies that's designing the games. Now these games are being developed on the blockchain, and they need the support of whoever's purchasing NFT avatars for them. So it makes everybody who is playing the game more of the people that's create more than more of the investors than you having a little 1% of people being investors. And then we get paid back our investment, return on investment, through interest rates, through staking, through gameplay, and even through royalties. So I just think that it cuts out all the middlemen, and it's gonna just eliminate certain type of businesses, and it's just gonna make it harder for them to come into our space.
Yeah, I like what you said when you said it just takes out like the middleman as far as like a lot of the technologies and just like what they're gonna do. It's definitely like something to look forward to, but also to touch on what you said with like gaming, because like for me, like anybody that's listening, like I know I'm a big heavy gamer. That's what I like to do in like my spare time, and just the opportunity to like be able to have gaming and just the aspect that like you could be able to potentially like monetize. Because I know I've been playing games like for 29 years, nigga ain't never made a dime, and like just the opportunity, I never thought I would see that. Because just coming from, going to Blockbuster or movie gallery and buying games and stuff and renting them out and beating the level, but they've just the evolution of gaming has been developed so far. So you can even think of like gaming 1.0 and gaming 2.0 just in terms of just to just to flip it on the standpoint of gaming 1.0 is just like you buy a game, you beat the level, it's done. Now just with 2.0, there's so much like new math being built. There's always challenges added. Like it's just like they extended the life of the game. But now when you go into the next echelon of gaming, it's gonna be able to it's gonna be monetization opportunities to where you'll be able to make some bread on the side. Now I'm not saying by no means none of this is financial advice, anything that we putting out there, anything that we saying, but there is the potential for that. Do I know how much? Particularly, I don't know the exact estimate. I've seen games to where you've made over $2,000 in 1 month, but that's just the potential. But it's just something to look forward to and to keep your eyes out. Just with Web 3.0 and just the gaming aspect, there's gonna be so much potential in that. What's your thoughts, Jay?
No, I definitely agree. And even now, I think anybody that's into gaming, they it would be if they should be interested in looking into the Web 3.0 or the blockchain space for maybe games that they're into. Right now they don't probably have your full out Call of Duty style games that's fully made, or like a Grand Theft Auto fully made game. But they do plan to come out with that. But you do have games where you could make somewhat of an income off of it, depending on how long you play and how much you interact with it. And I think a lot of folks are catching on to that, and finding games that they are into. No matter if it's like a Pokemon like game, you have a lot of those that are out that you can earn income from. Now, are those popular? As like a Call of Duty, that's subjective, but you have those type of games that people could get into right now and play and earn income from those. Or if you're into, do you have games like real estate games, like for instance, like an Upland that they talk about. You could play that often and buy and flip and properties inside that so-called metaverse. So you do have a lot of different options out there when it comes to the whole GameFi space and Web 3.0 space for our gamers out there. How long it will take for us to get most of our like our popular games out there? Might be some time, but I think people should keep their eyes out for just the the GameFi gaming industry, because there's a lot of cool things coming out as we speak.
Yeah, that's definitely what's up. I know we got a couple people that just hopped in. I know we got Shay, shout out to 444, and then we got Benji just coming in the chat. Jay, if you could do me a favor, if you could um get them the ability to talk. give them the mic and everything, or
Absolutely.
you can just make me a co-host. We can get those guys in as far as
Oops, my
letting them
bad.
talk. But
Oh, my fault. Yeah, there you go. Everybody co-host.
all right, cool. Yeah, I know Busy is still a listener, so you can just give him a microphone and just
Yo,
allow
can y'all hear
people to
me?
come into the space. What's up, man? What's good, man?
Yo, my bad, y'all. It's been a crazy weekend for me, yo. Wow.
Oh, yeah, man. It's all good, man. We live, man. We just putting the recording out there. We just trying to educate people and just give our theories and opinions on like Web 3.0. It could be anything, just anything that you see coming as far as your personal predictions, things that you would like to see, just any thoughts that you got on like Web 3.0.
It's the next level
But
of everything. Like,
yeah,
3.0 is
go
going
ahead.
to change the game for everybody with everything. Like, making money from home, gaming, making money, fucking the NFTs. Like, I feel like that's about to take a change into some other shit. Like, we're going to get away from this PFP shit in a minute. Like, that shit getting old. You know, actually buy real property with an NFT and you know what I mean, a vehicle, like you know what I mean, a title for your car being an NFT, like that's the type of shit I'm thinking is gonna be coming in the future.
I'm right there with you. That's what I'm excited about. Imagine you go and buy your new car and you get the NFT version of the car to drive around in the metaverse too.
Yeah, that's fine. That would be
Is
fine.
that It's that for me, and it's just like imagine like you instead of like doing traditional real estate investing, imagine you could buy like 1/200th of a house for an NFT, and you could earn
Residuals.
co like residual income just by earning like a part of that house or whatever. Like you got 1/50th of the house. Like that's just like just one of the few predictions. Like, there's so many other things, and like y'all said with buying a car, it's just like you could also take that. Like, what if you can go to Subway in the metaverse and get you a sub, and then get it delivered to your house, like right on your doorstep? Like, it's just like you can order food just right from like the metaverse. This is gonna be crazy, just the way that like they gonna have it, and it's probably gonna even be more crazy and just next level than what I could think of right now on this call, whatever. So I mean, yeah, I definitely like look forward to like just everything they got going on in like 3.0. I'm so a big believer in this space. I'm a big believer in like crypto or just everything they got going on. Like, what other businesses? We was talking about this before. I know y'all hopped on. What other businesses do y'all see like being affected as far as like we talked about the gaming, like the real estate? Is there any other industries that y'all see that's going to be like affected from like Web 3.0 or
I
whether it's
see.
social media?
I think retail is going to be affected by it mostly. Like we could see because of the pandemic, I think that's what really helped Web 3.0 pop off more because everybody was home. And so people are just building and spending more of their time doing things that we normally don't do. So that helps, that I think helped push it more. But like because of that, a lot of people are doing online shopping. And to this day, people got used to it. A lot of people still don't was just like, you know what, I'm good. I like ordering my groceries and having them delivered to me. I ain't going walking through those aisles no more. Or I like there's butcher shops where you can order stuff from, or farmers markets online, like you can order fresh vegetables and stuff from. So it's just like creating a metaverse around that would be easy because people are already adapting to being on the internet. So like when it comes to customer service within the store, if they're going to be creating online stores through these Web 3.0 for people to be walking through with VR glasses, pretty much you're going to have people, there's customer sales reps will be in those stores as well. So if they're going, you're going to see less brick and mortar stores, and customer sales reps are probably going to be given, instead of phones and talking through telesales, you're going to be talking through an avatar that's walking around the store with you and pointing things out, just like in real life, except through the metaverse. So I think more more like customer service reps and stuff. They're gonna be more like telesales, except with VR glasses. Probably, I think that might happen.
Yeah, I think the thing with just everything that we're talking about, it does sound, and I'm just speaking from a perspective of just somebody totally brand new just coming into this. Like, I know a lot of things that we're talking about, like I mentioned before, this is not financial advice, but it can be scary to think about just all these different like aspects of like how Web 3.0, because like sometimes like the unknown is just like scary to think about, just like how much this is going to change like our day-to-day lives and how we are going to be able to like just coexist just from day to day, because a lot of things you see is like just changing in general, like just even from just a basic standpoint, just like how taxi services are just becoming extinct as far as food delivery and just like DoorDash, and like just even for like people from different generations, older generations, it's very hard for people to be able to get used to the change of like a lot of things that's going to be happening with Web 3.0, the next wave of the internet, decentralization, just a lot of these terms that you listen that you might not be familiar with. But my advice to anybody is just be curious and just look into like information on the space, like keep yourself educated. I'm not telling anybody to like, of course there's monetization opportunities to make money in this space, a lot of things, different things, but just even from a standpoint, just keep yourself educated, just because like as great as all this potential is and just a lot of things in Web 3.0, there are going to be hackers and stealers. There was hackers and stealers in 2.0, and it's probably going to go up another level in 3.0. So like just anybody listen to this call, like I definitely would encourage you to like just just do a little Google search. Be curious as far as Web 3.0. Type a Google search and see certain things and aspects as far as what you can find, because like we don't know everything on this panel. We just giving our opinions as far as just like how we see it, how we view it, but also you look up things and just do research as far as that, and we'll bring other aspects to you and everything like that. But I definitely think it's gonna be next level. Jay, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to add to what you said about Web 3.0, and as far as I think Web 3.0, Web 3.0 comes with a responsibility, especially if you're dealing with like the financial space, because it gives you the ability to control your finances through a wallet, and you don't have to worry about a centralized exchange or a bank holding on to your funds, or worrying about them freezing your funds or whatnot. So it does come with that control, come with better, more control, and just more responsibility also, where you have to keep your keys locked down. You might have multiple wallets, so just keeping up with that, and things like that. So I think a lot of people have to remember that going into the Web 3.0 space, especially when you're dealing with finances and things like that, because like you said, there was hackers and there were bad actors on Web 2.0, and there definitely is, I believe a lot of them now on Web 3.0, especially with it being new, and they knowing that a lot of people are uneducated and are vulnerable coming into the space.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I agree with everything you said and everything like that. I know we got KJ that just came into the space and everything. Definitely shout outs to him. He's knowledgeable about things that's going on in the crypto space. KJ, do you have anything that you would like to bring as far as say about your thoughts or opinions about Web 3.0?
Yeah, I mean, hi everyone. I guess I'm probably the newest or least knowledgeable amongst these people, but just as excited and motivated to enter this new Web 3.0. And so personally, I think it's just my take on it is just taking Web 2.0 of how we understand the internet today, and then applying it to the blockchain technology, which is decentralized and as they say, permissionless and transparent, and allows basically, from what I understand it to be, is everything's going to be interoperable, and with on the blockchain, whereas things were not so interoperable, or things weren't as transparent in terms of information being stored and open to everybody that can see it. This is what Web3 is kind of bringing to this whole industry, and with that, it's got several different parts to that, in terms of NFTs being one of them. And I think, in my opinion, I'm just really excited. The more I learn about it, the more I want to get involved in it. The more I want to be part of these communities, the more research I'm doing. And all I can say is, having a podcast like this, having a community that you can go to and interact with and ask questions is just awesome. And also, it's going to allow you to one of the big advantages of this is just is meeting people that are in this field and that are like-minded, like Stu, like Jay, and everyone else, and being able to learn together. So yeah, I'm just excited about the potential of Web 3.0 and where it's going. And yeah, this is a great place to kind of check in and listen for the hottest topics involving Web 3.0 and everything that it involves.
Yeah, definitely. With that community aspect, what you saying, it's definitely good to just have people and just have that network of people that you can bounce ideas off of. Just because it's in this space, it is a lot to figure out and still find out, which I'm in the process of doing. But when you have people to bounce off ideas and just different aspects, just because like I don't know everything about just this whole crypto industry in general, and just to have people to be able to bounce off and them bring things to my attention, or be like, hey, you check out this, like you can't put a price on that. So just also just build up the network. And I know, just for anybody listening, definitely give everybody on the panel, everybody, even Benji. I know we're trying to get Benji to speak, but even give everybody a follow, from J to Z to KJ to Benji, even Shay that was in here earlier. Just everybody that's been in this space, definitely give everybody a follow. I know we got like a Discord that we're creating. We're just creating a community, so we'll drop that in the links below as well. We'll forward that to you.